what you think!
What's up, people? It's the Take Machine, back for another episode of the Emerald Nuzlocke, and if you don't remember, kind of didn't go so well at the gym here in whatever town this is called. We lost more than half of the team.
That's, just upsetting.
So what we're going to have to do is, well, drastic measures, really. Let's get everyone healed. So I have a plan, but it's not going to be particularly good long term. So we need some extra help. So we're going to get this Whismer. Now, the plan is going to be I must catch whatever Pokemon I can from where I've already been. Now, it means I will go here. I need to actually stop fast forwarding. And slow down. And slow down a little bit, because it's terrible. Oh no. Okay. I suppose I can put the music on. So, I've looked it up. Oh, I still suck. Look at that. I should be able to get a Tentacool or a Magikarp here. A Tentacool or the opposite one. North of Rustboro. Hey, look, it's the Tentacool. Okay, so the next problem is I need to not kill them. So let's. Ooh, that's perfect. Wow. Okay, that was dangerous, but it's gonna work out, thankfully. Let's Pokeball this boy. All right, so we have a Tentacool. I'm going to name Tentacool after the best Snoopy character, Joe Cool. Please tell me how dumb my nicknames are in the comments. And yes, I realized just at the last second there that Joe Cool is a female. Whoopsie. Okay, so since I got a Tentacool here in this city, I don't know, Cyanwood, whatever. Because I have got one here, if I go back north to north of Rustboro, I will sacrifice an encounter later, which could be like a Swablu or a Talo, which admittedly could be useful. But I need Pokemon now. And because I got a Tentacool down there, that means that the Pokemon I'm going to get in here will be a dope-ass Magikarp. Everyone loves Magikarp, right? So, yes, Magikarps. I heard you like Magikarps. You were wrong. I don't like Magikarp, but I do like Mudkips. And Marshtomps, for that matter. So, we're going to make our way back through here again. Oh my goodness. Also, if I get a Silcoon in here, that's free XP. Because they cannot attack. Oh no, it's got to be this one. Because Silcoon, Wild Silcoon at this level only know the infamous move Harden. So, it's good stuff. We're just gonna get through this. I'm gonna get some XP for Joe Cool, and perhaps EDM later. This is a Cascoon. See, that's not as good. Because Cascoon can actually attack me, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Tell you what, let's try tackling and see if it can... maybe it can't, actually. I'm looking this up off screen. What incredible content this is. Once again. Okay, not raccoon poison. It's terrible. Why would you want to poison raccoons? You meanies. Okay, this is not helping, unfortunately. Okay, well, anyway, based on that, it may not even actually. So if I find Silcoon or Cascoon, that's probably that appears to be come on, it appears to be free experience. So that would be excellent. How far is Joko? Oh, not far at all. Great. Tentacool is a Pokemon that I could keep, or Tentacruel later. This Pokemon you can keep around, as far as I understand. Although I've already got a Water type, so maybe it won't happen. I don't know. Might have to, of course. Who really knows? I mean, it's only those Poison Sting and Supersonic. That's disappointing. So, still back to Marshtomp here. Yeah, you focus that energy, Tailo. It's gonna do you so much good. Alrighty. So, what is going on today? I don't know. I'm filming this on my day off here, and I predictably did very little today. Threw some ribs on the smoker, went golfing. You know how it is. What I shoot? Don't ask. You don't want to know. It's a secret. Let me just say that my scorecard, my score at the end of the round was
so humongous big.
Yeah, wasn't so good. I looked at my scorecard at the end of the round and it was like,
That's, I mean, just upsetting.
nice course though. It's kind of wet outside, oddly enough, but you know, that's okay.
Quit whining.
Oh well. Right by my house. It's a place I could keep going to, you know. It has occurred to me that I need to give something to Steven in the bottom of the cave near the gym town, Cyanwood City. I'm gonna keep being wrong. I'm never gonna remember what the name of that town is. Let's see, what happened? Well, let's see, what can I talk about this time? Well, Gonzaga won. That's pretty unfortunate. Oh, Roxanne. Hi, Roxanne. Have you put on the red light yet? Yes, I've made the joke again. I truly am a creative genius. Oh, I got her number. Sweet. Oh my gosh, I just realized, oh no, I can't do anything in this route. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm stalling too much. This is not good. Okay, so the problem I have is that Tentacool's great and all. Don't want it out. If it happens to poison, I could accidentally knock out a Magikarp that I'd like to get. So we're going to put EDM in the front of the party here. And just slowly pound it. And we're going to take it to Pound Town. Whatever Magikarp I get here. You know, it's funny. Whenever I see the word pound, or the attack pound, I think of, there's a radio host back in town, in California, where I was from, on 680, that his, ooh, this could be, yeah, of course it is. So now I have to kill this before I die to poison. Okay, that's not gonna be that bad. Yeah, I think this is okay. Okay. This is really scary because I really can't make any errors. But that's tender. Oh, 1.5 levels. My goodness. Okay, well. No. Oh, what the? Elliot? Who the hell is Elliot? That's great. Who the hell is Elliot? Are they just gonna... Oh my gosh. Hey, yo, it's me, Elliot. You want to go bowling, cousin? This is my cousin, Elliot. Let's go bowling. Is that how it's gonna be in this game? Is everyone gonna ask me to go bowling? It is me, your cousin, Roxanne. Let's go Pokemon bowling. Ooh, level 6. That's too bad. I understand that they could be up to level 10. And that's just a couple less levels I gotta do. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I'm also gonna just go for it right here. Yeah, alright, sweet. I never finished what I was saying. I'll get back to it in a second, because we gotta name Magikarp. I've been thinking about this one for a while. We're gonna name it, because it's gonna change color, right? We're gonna name it Blue Chew. As I am part of the muscular class. Oh, it's a female. Damn, that's too bad. Well, they enjoy that, the Blue Chew, right? If you're female, you should enjoy the effects of Blue Chew, right? Right? I assume? I don't know. You read some reviews, and, you know, it sounds like they all enjoy it. I don't know. It's usually the guys mentioning how much their wives enjoy it. So. Okay then, so it's time. Actually, I can do one more. I can get one more Pokemon. Which, you know, it's gonna seriously imbalance the team. But I figure I might as well. Because most of these places I'm not going to get any encounters anyway. See, that is just incredible poison luck for these wild Pokemon. Twice now. It almost seems like every time they hit the first poison sting, I'm poisoned. It's very suspicious. Big sus, okay? I don't know. If it's up to me, if you use Poison Sting, then I'm gonna send you...
Welcome to the Gulag.
Oh well. Poison Sting is not my friend. Yeah, what the hell. Okay. Now, there are 2 pools here. And as far as I know, the only thing that I can get that's not a dupe already is Goldeen. which is definitely a Pokemon that I totally want. Uh-huh. Yeah, totally. I definitely want Goldeen or Seaking. Goldeen, like, doesn't even learn a water move for, like, 30 levels. I'm gonna double check this really quick, though. I'm almost certain that that's the case, but... Let's see. Pokemon. Oh. Yeah, if I were surfing, I could get Meryl. And actually, if I had a good or super rod, it's possible. If I had a super rod, it's 100% that I get a Corphish, which is, well, better than Goldeen. But, you know. Okay, well, I need fodder. So we're gonna fish. We're gonna get a Goldeen, boys. That's right.
Let's go, boys!
Let's see this. Hey, it is a Goldeen. Hold on, let's do this one again.
Let's go, boys!
You're darn tootin'. Alright, it's a level 7. That's not terrible. That defense down is scary, though. Okay, let's I bet you I can tell. Oh god, two of them? I don't know though. Okay, I don't like that, and I gotta be really, really goddamn careful right now. So, we're gonna switch and then switch back in. That did nothing, but it's okay, because I'm worried about, like, I assume it might have Fury Attack. I don't know, though. But, with, like, a double defense down, and Fury... Oh, Peck. Okay, see, that would have done a lot more damage. Let's see, it's tail whipping me again. That's upsetting. Okay, I'm gonna put Skippy back in again, and then throw a ball. We're gonna see how it goes. Because Skippy's a goddamn tank right now. Alright, poke a ball. Alright, come on, you want to stay in that ball, right? Oh, God, it said to me this.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, well. I could use a Great Ball if this stops working. But, I'll give it one more shot here. 3, and sweet. Okay, now we have a full team again. This team is goddamn useless, but... Oh, what do I call this? Let's see, Goldeen is a stupid goldfish. I never had a goldfish, but I did have a couple of fishes when I was younger, and we named all of our fishes after the kid from the Addams Family, Pugsley. Oh, I think there's an E, yeah. So we're gonna name him Pugsley. This is so goddamn silly. Alrighty. That is much more satisfying now. That I've got 6 Pokemon again. Now, unfortunately, I only have 6 Pokemon. Which is not good, but... Okay, so... It's time to go hyperspeed. Make the jump to hyperspace. So, here we go. So, what else? What are we talking about today? Let's think about this for a second. Ooh, defense girl. Yeah. Well, Gonzaga won. That's big sad for me, I gotta say. But what was even big sadder is just, you know, how they won. Damn, UCLA. They almost had it, man. That was just too bad. What a great Cinderella story. And it's funny that I say that. Unfortunately, it's you know, one of the more decorated programs in the country is the Cinderella story this year. I'm sure we all would have preferred a Loyola Chicago or a let's see. You know, Loyola Chicago would have been a good choice. Abilene Christian. I like I said before, I really liked. What was that school? Oh man, they beat Ohio State. Who was that? Oh no. Oh no. I forgot. This is like 3 letters again. Who is that? Oh my gosh, it has Peck. Duh. Whatever school that was. You all know who it was. You have the benefit of looking it up right now. So, hey, that school that team was pretty fun. I liked watching them a lot. So, it's too bad that they weren't the Cinderella. Colgate. We missed out. Instead, the Cinderella is UCLA. Like whatever, but it's okay. It's fine. I'm not upset. I'm not upset at all. Just Baylor needs to kick Gonzaga's sorry asses, or I'm going to be very upset. I will be almost as upset as when Tom Brady won another goddamn Super Bowl. Okay. Anyway, so that's one thing. The other thing that I enjoyed, Stanford. Woo! Stanford's champs. All right. Yeah. Stanford women's basketball is your national champions, which is awesome. It was like their first championship since 1992. Wow. It's a long time for them. I remember... I'm doxing myself big time here, but when I went to visit the school that I was planning on going to college at, the University of Kansas, we in town the first night. We really wanted to sit down and watch the Stanford women's basketball game that was on. Because they had the Agumake twins, I think I said that right, at the time, and I want to say they were playing like, I don't know, Iowa or something. I don't think it was Connecticut yet, because they probably lost to Connecticut at the time, but whoever they were playing, just one of their players just set the nastiest pick. This girl was. She made like wall on this girl. It was awesome. Girl had no idea she's there and ran straight into her and just plopped on the ground. Just fell like a tree. It was incredible. Oh man. Good times. Good times back when the teams I liked won. Oh well. Anyway, oh look at that clutch. We're gonna peck the death out of this guy. So much pecking. Alrighty. 30 XP? That's good for level 7, right? I don't know. Poochiana. Oh, that's not as good. But Poochiana's got terrible attack. I know this. Unfortunately. Only like 3 damage each time. Well, this is level 5 though. I don't want to take so many chances, so we're gonna put Lobot in. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty ass. Like, you know, just a lot of grinding right now. That's all this is gonna be. We're gonna slow this. We're gonna slow this run down to a goddamn crawl. It's gonna be incredible. Let's see, things that happen. I mean, there's more sports going on right now, so that's the best part of this time of year. Anyone see the Reds player? The Reds player got beamed, right, at the plate. He goes to first, and then the next guy up bats him around. And he comes to the plate, and the pitcher was who beamed him, by the way. the pitcher is covering the plate, and so the dude slides, which is, it's fine. The pitcher like falls down on top of him or whatever, but he scored. So then the dude, the hitter guy, gets up and goes like, "Let's go!" Right on top of him. He just gives him a flex, the Shia LaBeouf, just do it, kind of, that kind of flex, right? And they suspended him for 2 games. Wow, that's all I gotta say. I mean, the commissioner just seems to like hate all fun. Like this guy, like he's like, we're gonna suspend this guy, and I'm just like,
Are you sure about that?
because you hate fun. Clearly, you don't like fun. This commissioner man, Rob Manfred, I don't know, something like that. Rob Man-sided, I don't know. He's not having a good track record right so far. Just focusing on, no, I'm not going to say this isn't a problem, but he's just got this hyper focus on we got to change the pace of play in this game. And I'm like, okay, yeah, a little bit, but like you're also doing all these terrible ideas. Like, it's an absolute travesty. First of all, that I don't like that. Be very careful. It's an absolute travesty that the Houston Astros are still the world champs for that 1 year. Like, come on. We all know they cheated now, and it doesn't matter at all. It's just like, oh yeah, we know, but who cares? And it's like, a lot of people care. Why aren't you punishing them? Like they punished somebody, it was the wrong person. They didn't punish the right people. And that's upsetting. In fact. You thought I was going to do it. Yeah, gotcha. It'll be around. It'll come around. Trust me. But okay, that's one thing. Let's see. He keeps suspending people for being fun and entertaining. That's upsetting. Just you watch great YouTubers. I'm just gonna keep name dropping YouTubers that you should be watching instead of this. John Boy Media, for most of your sports needs. I mean, obviously it's baseball. His thing is baseball, so he's gonna stick to baseball most of the time. But he's got breakdowns of all the sports. He reads lips very well. He'll tell you what everyone's saying. He is the guy that basically broke the big story. He broke it wide open, at least, about the Astros using the trash cans to cheat. And it's his video. Apparently, I read the story about it. This dude's incredible because the pitcher that suspected that they were doing something, he went on. He did an interview, and he suggested, "Hey, I thought something weird was going on, but I don't really know." And then this guy John Boy goes on the interwebs, and I guess MLB has every single game recorded and on YouTube somewhere or something like that. Well, guess what? John Boy found the game he was talking about and edited together a video showing basically exactly how they did it and pointing out the bong bong and just pointing it all out. And he apparently did this all within 30 minutes of that interview going up. Just incredible. Like, this is the cutting edge journalism that social media was meant to do. Now, I remember, and some of my older, more astute viewers may know. Does anyone remember a guy named Manti Te'o? Manti Te'o was a great college linebacker at Notre Dame, who at the time I thought was on his way to a Heisman Trophy season. his girlfriend apparently died, and he came out the next day and played, had a really great game, and that they always talk about a Heisman moment. And I was like, that's the Heisman moment for this kid. We're gonna get a defensive player winning the Heisman again. It's gonna be incredible. It's gonna be awesome. And they're like, well, I better check myself before I wreck myself, because the next day, or like very soon afterward, good old Deadspin, the blog, essentially a blog website, part of Gawker Media Group, which doesn't technically exist anymore, I guess. Oh my God, Elliot, who the fuck are you? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm supposed to bleep that. Nah, who cares? It's the PG-13. I get to have one per episode, and you can't say anything to me about it. Anyway, you probably can. I'll change it if you want me to. YouTube gods, I will please you if you make me. But you gotta make me first. All right, what was I talking about? Hey, at the very least, I'm entertaining myself, okay?
Are you kidding me?
Look at this shit.
If you think this is bad content, well, let me tell you something.
It doesn't matter what you think.
So go watch a John Boy Media video instead. All right. Anyway, I was talking about Manti Te'o, right? Okay, so they had this story just up really fast for what the subject matter was, and that was kind of eye-opening. I was in journalism at the time. I want to say I was still in high school though, but I was on my school newspaper, and they're teaching us all the journalist ethics and whatever. And it was kind of a fascinating idea because once ESPN got the story, it was maybe a day or two later, and they had some different facts. They reported some different things than Deadspin, the blog site, did, which was interesting. But Deadspin's story was mostly correct, though. I do remember that being the case. They had all the big stuff right. There were some small details though that were like, that's. And I mean, ESPN, they had a top reporter on it, their trusted name, and ESPN is not a blog site. I don't have to tell you that, obviously. But that meant that they were going to follow some stricter code of ethics kind of deal. So their story was totally correct. And it turned out that the girlfriend that supposedly died was not a girlfriend at all. In fact, he had been elaborately catfished by the cousin of a former Raiders backup quarterback or something along those lines. I don't remember. It's like really crazy, like what happened here kind of stuff, right? So, oh wow, that was crazy. Yeah, it's level 8 now. Sweet. So, the point of me mentioning this is to say that, well, okay, these blog sites, they were able to get the story out really fast, but not necessarily be completely accurate, which is not the best thing, obviously, but they got it mostly right. And I mean, nowadays with all the fake news, the narrative about fake news, it's very interesting to see like the proto how we got to this point kind of deal. This is less sportsy, so trigger warning for not sports. But the next time that I saw something kind of like that was, sadly, does anyone remember the Boston Marathon bombing? I know it's been a long time, but the Boston Marathon bombing, when everyone in the greater Boston area was on Twitter tweeting about what was going on during the manhunt, saying, hey, we think we found a thing over here in... oh, I'm sorry, I'm not doing the accent yet. We think we found something over here in near Fenway Park. There's a bomb in Harvard Yard. I found it. I was putting my khakis on. My khakis and my khakis. Yeah. When Twitter became the de facto fastest source of news, and it wasn't even now. Unfortunately, most of the people had no idea what they were actually talking about, which I suppose is to, that makes. Of course, they didn't, but it was very interesting to see everyone get so caught up in completely unverified news that they saw on Twitter. And when did that happen? That was, I was in college. It was either like 2013 or maybe 2014. I don't remember when the Boston Marathon ever happens every year. But so sometime in 2013 or 2014, it's like at least 6-7 years old. And I mean, you could have seen this fake news stuff coming, and the over-reliance on social media and whatnot. It's kind of interesting to think about, but that's not sports, so we're going to stop. We're going to quit that right now. I'll tell you what. Boston, hell of a sports town, by the way. When I this one time at journalism camp, we went to. I stayed at Boston University for a week, but my parents and I went there a week ahead to hang out in Boston because it's Boston, right? Saw all the cool stuff. Went to the the Constitution, the USS Constitution. Walked, did the Freedom Trail, etc. Very, very, very fun place to do. I like the metro system there, but I think that whenever I talk to people like from Boston, they kind of hate the metro. I don't know if you're from Boston in the comments. Talk to me about it, but I liked it a lot, and going around town on the metro beforehand, I basically learned the whole thing. So that meant that I got put in charge when the journalism camp group had to go somewhere. But that's neither here nor there. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, great sports town, because when we visited, and this would have been in maybe early 2012 or wait a minute. No, you know what? 2011 or so. And they still had a Boston Bruins banner from winning the Stanley Cup stuck up on the what is that building? I want to say Faneuil Hall. Oh no, look at me. Using Splash. Pressing A buttons. They had this banner up on Faneuil Hall, and it had been goddamn years since the Bruins had won. I think they might have even had a Celtics one up next to it too, and it had been even more years since the Celtics had won their championship. It's just like, are they just gonna keep these up here like forever or something? No Patriots ones, because I guess they just ran out of those, which is another upsetting thing, but whatever. What are you going to do? Boston got very lucky. Just like San Francisco baseball fans got very lucky. So I really shouldn't be complaining, right? But good sports town. Just, if you aren't, one of them, then you kind of hate them. I'm sorry, Bostoners. Bostonians. Oh God, look, I pressed A again. That's a problem. This guy's only level 3. I'm gonna try to just poison sting the shit out of him. Oh, see, I'll be fine. All I can do is water gun me for 1 HP damage. That's great. Okay, so Boston, very nice. I liked it a lot. It reminded me a lot of San Francisco, which is a town that I quite like, believe it or not. Just a very old city. And that sounds kind of weird, but like it's a very old city, and you can kind of tell the similarities in that vein. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But something I always find really interesting, and look, oh my God, God damn it, Elliot. Nobody cares. All right, well, what was I saying? Something about... Oh, yeah. Something that I'm always kind of surprised when I think about it is... I live now in Kansas City, Missouri. There is a Kansas City, Kansas. All of you international fans or interstate fans, interstate fans of mine. There is a Kansas City, Kansas, but nobody cares. Nobody cares at all. So, whatever. Anyway, Kansas City, Missouri. But I, grew up in the Bay Area, San Francisco area. And San Francisco, believe it or not, even though it's like, way out on the West Coast, when you think about like your fourth grade history or whatever, you think about, the manifest destiny and we gotta go west, young man, right? Believe it or not, Kansas City is a younger city in terms of when it was like incorporated than San Francisco. But it's close. I think it's only about 20 to 40 years difference on incorporation. But if you count when like a mission was established by the Spanish in San Francisco area, then it's way older. But like we're not going to count that because it wasn't a city basically until like the gold rush started. So we're not going to count that. But just always surprising to me that I mean, Kansas City, people came, this far west. This is basically where the Oregon Trail jumped off, right? Or something like that. I don't remember. I think that's right. Yeah. The Oregon Trail starts in Independence, right? It's been a long time since I played the game, so I'm pretty sure that's right. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. Please, God, do things in the comments, okay? All I know is I always shot like 80,000 buffalo, and I could only carry like 2 of them back to the thing. I always felt bad. I was like, whoops, I'm overforesting. I'm overkilling everyone. Oh no. And that's why the buffalo are gone. Oh well. You ever had buffalo? See, this is just grind session, riff session here. Buffalo, the meat, very, very nice. It's very tender. Tender, is that the right word? It's very lean beef. Very, very lean beef. And that's actually really nice. But if you do want the full flavor, you're going to have to introduce some your own fat back into it somehow. Whether that's, I don't know, wrapping it in bacon or adding bacon or putting cheese in your buffalo burger or something like that. One of my dad's favorite restaurants in San Francisco is called Tommy's Joint with a Y instead of an I. It's very cool like that. Their signature dish, buffalo stew. Had it once, very tasty. But Tommy's Joint, it was on. It was a diner, drive-in, and dive actually. on one of those episodes. Incidentally, Diners, Drive-Ins, Dives. If you're ever going to a new city and you're gonna have to eat somewhere, right? I highly highly recommend checking out if there is a Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives anywhere near it, because Guy knows how to pick them. Let me tell you, I've been to a lot of them. I mean, not anywhere close to all of them, because that show goes on a lot. But I've been to a couple in San Francisco, a couple in the LA area, a couple in Kansas City area, one in Denver. Yeah, he can pick them. He can really pick them. There is a barbecue central one in the Kansas City area, and let's just say one of them I think is an upper tier Kansas City barbecue place. The other two, one is just fine, and the other one was a little disappointing to me. But they're all good. I mean, there's no bad. There's very little bad barbecue in Kansas City. But because people can have really high standards because some of it's really, really good. And I say this as a guy who runs a barbecue restaurant. I've scouted the competition, shall we say. One of them was Smokin' Guns. It's actually technically in North Kansas City, Missouri. Smokin' Guns, it's all right. That's the all right one. It'll do in a pinch, but it's nothing special. Good cheesy corn. There is actually a place down the road from it, like blocks away, still in North Kansas City, that I prefer over it, like, greatly. It's called Hog Jaw. It's hog with a W, because all these restaurants, they like changing letters in their names to make it sound cool. Hog Jaw, great burnt ends. See, now I'm thinking about it. But I already ate today. I already made my own ribs today. So, I forgot what Pokemon was out here. So, anyway. So Smokin' Guns is okay. What is the next place? Oh, the other one was Johnny's Barbecue, I think. Something like that. There's a couple locations. They're famous for their chicken. And it was good when I went there, but I believe the ownership has changed, and that may have affected it a little bit. But it was all right when I went there. And then the last one is Woodyard Barbecue, and they are wacky out there. Let me tell you. They listed some of the ingredients in their rub to Guy Fieri when they were on the show, and they said, "Oh, and turmeric." Turmeric? You kidding me? What is this, Indian food? Like, holy moly.
Are you kidding me?
Turmeric is the thing, it's really yellow, and it'll actually stain your teeth a little bit. It's kind of crazy. But it's good it's high in antioxidants, of course. You want your antioxidants. Really interesting place. They've got, they do spare ribs, and you can add a buck, and you can get baby back ribs. You want your baby back, and they're really good. That place is interesting. It's innovative too. The turmeric, the different rub is it's a nice change of pace from what you normally get around here. It's very nice. Anyway, if you come to Kansas City, there are a couple places you need to go. Some family friends of ours were doing their ballpark tour, of course, and they were going to hit Kauffman Stadium. And I said to them, well, because you guys are crazy party people, so you're going to want to stay maybe either somewhere around Westport or the Power and Light District downtown. But if you're anywhere near downtown, and you can start there, and the history place to go is Arthur Bryant's Barbecue. The original Arthur Bryant's Barbecue is just outside of downtown, and it's right by where the old baseball stadium was, where the Kansas City Athletics and the Kansas City Monarchs Negro League team played. And I think the Chiefs for a little bit, but the stadium's gone now, of course. But it was, the location. It was the place to be when. Oh, supersonic, cool stuff. It was the place to be back when, before the games, back in the day. This place is famous. It's where burn ends were. If you don't know what burn ends are, I'll explain in a second. But it's where those were discovered, essentially. Barbecue started in Texas, and some of the secrets of barbecue made. This is the very short version, of course. Some of the secrets of barbecue made its way up north to Kansas City, and they would cook their briskets, which is a very tough piece of meat. They would just cook it forever so that it would finally become nice and tender on the inside. But that did mean that there would be a nice burnt, crusty bark on the outside, and that was seen as somewhat undesirable to a lot of people. So, at Arthur Bryant's, they would chop the burnt ends off and leave them at the end of the counter. If you wanted some, you could ask him for it. And a guy from, I believe it was from Rolling Stone. It was either it struck me as I don't remember which one it is off the top of my head, but I know it was one that was like, that's the magazine. So it was either Rolling Stone, or the other two that come to mind are either Playboy or Hustler. A writer for one of those. I don't remember. Look it up. He was there, and he said, "Look, everything's great, but they're throwing away these burnt ends that might just be the best food in the world." Like, that's basically exactly what he said. It's like, this is culinary masterpiece, and they're throwing it away, people. Like, it's incredible. Arthur Bryant's is the place that all the presidents go to when they visit Kansas City. Truman was there. They've got photos. I think Truman was there. I know Obama was there. And I'm pretty sure that Bush, it's either Bush or McCain may have stopped there, when I think about it. But they've got all the photos. It's a really interesting experience to just be there and like, oh wow, all of these people were here. That's crazy. Wow. Just so many famous people just have stopped it in. There's a comic cartoon on the wall from when Arthur Bryant, the legend, actually died, and it's St. Peter at the pearly gates, and he asks, "Hey, good to see you, Arthur. Did you bring your sauce?" Just brilliant. So that's stop number one. I personally think Arthur Bryant's is pretty good, but it's not my. They're pretty spicy, and I'm a pussy. So when it comes to spice, let's see. You also have to go to Joe's. This was formerly known as Oklahoma Joe's. And it's most famous for there's this guy named Anthony Bourdain. You may have heard of him. He's unfortunately passed on. But Anthony Bourdain had a article, a fairly infamous, famous article, whatever, called, I want to say it's 10 places you got to eat at before you die, or something like that. And it's all Michelin star restaurant in Paris, or some crazy Vietnamese whatever, I don't know, like these crazy highfalutin crazy places, right, with multiple Michelin stars, places Anton Ego would eat at, right? And I'm just gonna look it up right now. 10 places to eat at before you die. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, it's 13. It's 13. Excuse me. I've shortchanged Mr. Bourdain here. Let's see here. All right. So, oh, it's not. Oh, Jesus. Just show me the actual. Show me the actual damn thing, please. Okay. What great content once again. St. John's in London. I don't know what that is. Michelin stars. This thing says El Bulli, which is the hardest reservation in the world. The French Laundry, of course. French Laundry is such a good restaurant that the governor of California can make a stop there, even during COVID protocols that he set. Oops. Per se, which is also that's in New York. It's also the French Laundry guy. So, many Michelin star restaurant. Sin Huat Eating House in Singapore. Le Bernardin is the best fish joint anywhere, it says. Salumi in Seattle is a sandwich shop. That's the sandwich shop that's the parents of Mario Batali. Like, come on. Katz's Delicatessen. Etxebarri in Spain. Like, ooh. Oh, no. I can't actually have him out for any of this. So, let's go back to... No. Just do that. Suki Biyashi Jiro. The best sushi on earth, it says. Hot Dogs. A Chicago hot dog place. A Chicago dog place. They have a foie gras dog. Oh my god. And duck fat fries. Always good. Get duck fat fries. If they've got them on a menu anywhere, get duck fat fries. You won't be disappointed. And then the last place was Oklahoma Joe's Barbecue. Like, it's a little different from all these other places on this list, right? But he picked this barbecue joint that's like half a gas station in Kansas City, Kansas, of all places, as like one of the 13 places you gotta eat before you die. And I understand that back then he was absolutely right. They've expanded a little bit, and their quality is dropped just the teeniest bit. But if you can make it to, like, again, it's history essentially. They were competition guys that took their talents to just slinging sandwiches. The Z-Man is famous in Kansas City. Almost every smaller barbecue place in town has a similar clone sandwich to the Z-Man, which is basically a sliced brisket sandwich with onion rings and cheese, and they may throw some sauce on there. I don't remember. Super basic, but it works. It just works, right? So that's, often copied, whatever. It's you got to go if you come here. It's just that good. So okay, so yeah, it's, talking about Kansas City barbecue. Oh, is there anywhere else you should go? The trendy place nowadays is what am I finding? Yeah, the trendy place nowadays is this place called Q39, and I actually get I hear a lot of mixed reviews about it. Some say they expected better. I went and I thought it was pretty darn good. I'm not gonna lie. I got their brisket or their beef combo plate that included brisket, and beef sausage, and I don't know, something else. There's probably some burnt ends on there. But I also asked to add on, give me some of that pork belly. And they had an apple slaw. I enjoyed it. I had a very nice time there. I would, barbecue is very hard to get consistent quality out of, and maybe they're just having a bad day when everyone else is when people tell me that they didn't like it. Maybe they were just having a bad day. It happens. It happens a lot more than they'd probably like to admit. But that's okay. It's very hard to do consistently. Man, sure I'm talking a lot. I wonder how long I've been recording for. This is where I click this and find out. Oh my god, it's been an hour? Jesus. Oh no. Man, well, I'm really not done with the grinding, so we got a long way to go. Let's see, sports. Let's talk about sports. I guess I'll crib some more from John Boy. There's a lot of wacky stuff going on in baseball. Besides just, let's go! Besides that guy. How about when Cody Bellinger hit a home run and was called out? He had an RBI single in the books. But it definitely cleared the fence. I saw it, right? So if you don't know what I'm talking about, what happened was they got a runner on first, the Dodgers do. And Cody Bellinger is up. And he jacks one to, like, I'm going to say left center. I don't remember exactly, but I'm thinking it was left center. And the dude for Colorado goes up for it, and it's in his glove, but he couldn't bring it back in the park, right? He almost snagged it, but it stayed out of the in fact it stayed.
It is out of here!
But the guy that was on first missed the memo. He thought that it got caught. So he had already ran 4/5 of the way to second base. And he's like, oh crap, they caught it. I got to go back to first base. So he stops and starts running back to first base. Bellinger knows that he hit the dinger. They've told him. So he keeps going. But he passes the guy who was on first. And therefore, because he did that, he's now out. So his home run does not count as a home run. It is an RBI single because the guy still advances. The guy in front of him still advances. But he's just looking like, what? Very, very disappointing for him. Like, oh, whoops. If I were him, I would tell that guy who was on first.
Yeah! Fire!
But I don't think he's got that power, unfortunately. Can't be easy to fire any of the guys on those Dodgers teams because their contracts, they're so,
It's so humongous big.
God, the Dodgers spend so much money. It's insane. It's borderline unfair. I don't know how these teams stay under the salary cap with all of these people. Like every sport suffers from this, but the only sport that it should make sense in America at least, is baseball, because of course baseball doesn't, they have no cap. There is no salary cap in baseball. That's why Moneyball is a thing. That's why Moneyball originated in baseball, because teams have, budgets that are so wildly different. In every other sport that has a salary cap, everyone's expected to spend a certain amount of money, or around a certain amount of money. Not in baseball though. Baseball, you just buy up as many people as you can because you have so much money. That's how the Yankees win, right? or how they did win, at least. It's not a given anymore. But yeah, Dodgers are insane. They've got so many. They're just gonna win the World Series easily. It's not even funny, really. But nothing any of us can do about it because they're just gonna spend all this money. Oh, he needs the experience. This is gonna take forever. Can't be poisoned. It's just like how did I like the Warriors, but even I gotta say, look, they won like the most games in a season ever, right? And then with that incredible team, they're like, yeah, let's just sign Kevin Durant. Multiple time All-Star, future Hall of Famer, highly decorated player. You the real MVP. Yeah, he's the real MVP. Remember? No, actually, that was his mom. That's okay. But like that shouldn't be possible, right? In theory, like this team won 100. Or wait, sorry, this is basketball. Team won like 70-something games out of 82, and it's just like how is it possible they could possibly sign another guy, right? With how many people they've got, and I mean I know sort of why. I'm pretty sure at the time, like Steph Curry's contract was tiny, based on, but given what like his production was like, his contract was minuscule because he kept breaking his ankle all the time. So because of that, they were like, well, we want to give you that good contract, but you keep hurting yourself, and we just can't justify giving you that much money, man. And so he's like, okay, that's fine. I'll get these great ass shoes from Under Armour. It'll let me play great forever. I mean, now he's getting more injuries now, but that was a hand. The big one was a hand injury, right? So it has nothing to do with the shoes. I don't know. Okay, I get it with they had an interesting cap situation because of how their contracts worked out. Oh, fine, but explain to me how like when the LA Kings were winning all their Stanley Cups, how did they keep getting new good players every year? How did they sign Ilya Kovalchuk when they already had Kopitar and Dustin Brown and Drew Doughty and all these crazies? How is that possible? How did they make those Heat teams with LeBron? How did they make that work so well? Like, it's crazy. I don't know. Even now, the Chiefs getting everyone back, that was pretty nuts. But then when the Tampa somehow the cap got smaller, and Tampa Bay's got like almost their entire team back again. That's some crap. Like, you kidding me? How is that possible? Just incredible. They're gonna go right back to the playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
No, it's right back to it. It's not even gonna be hard, and that's upsetting for just about anyone that doesn't like Tom Brady. Because I don't know, it's just an aura I don't like. Because how do these things keep going so right for him when, I don't know, man. Talked about makeup calls a couple videos ago. You want to talk about a guy that gets so many makeup calls? That's it right there. That's him, Ossifer. Just every makeup call in the book. Don't get me talking about the Super Bowl. You don't want to hear me talk about the Super Bowl again. It's not. Just keep grinding. Just keep grinding. It'll be okay. Just keep grinding. Oh, Wismer. Okay, let's make this happen. He's just going to use outrage at some point. Or whatever it is. Uproar. Yeah. Okay, let's get it out of there. Yeah, that was the right play. Okay. What are you missing tackles? Jeez. You're like the 1990 Cal Bears, dude. Terrible. No one's going to get that reference, so I'll explain it. One year... Did I already explain this? I don't even know. I'm just going to do it again. In case this is your first video that you're watching on my channel. I was about to go back to college one year. And I was looking around upstairs. I was digging around, and I found some VHS tapes. And there is still, for some reason, a VCR at my parents' house. And so I found 2 videos that struck my fancy. One of them was the big game. So that would be Cal-Stanford football from 1990. They're both from 1990. Stanford won, is at Cal. Pretty decent game, but neither of these damn teams could neither of them could tackle at all. It was amazing. It's just oh, he got past me. Oh no! Just every time, incredible. I couldn't believe how bad tackling it was. That was one thing. The other one was the 1990 Super Bowl. It was the Niners facing the Broncos, and watching this Super Bowl has forever soured me on. Forever soured me on John Elway as good ever at all. Like, what a terrible game for that guy. He played so bad, and they got blown out by so much. And there wasn't any stupid calls either. Stupid penalty calls that shouldn't have been called anyway. There was none of that. It got blown out the old-fashioned way. Anyway. What incredible content. This is going to be like a 2-hour video of grinding. Oh my goodness. Well. The best part about those videos, besides the 49ers winning a Super Bowl, was I got to see an original Bo Knows commercial. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there was this guy named Bo Jackson back in the 80s and 90s who played both football and baseball professionally. What a badass, right? Dude was pretty awesome, not gonna lie. But because of this, so the commercial was a Nike commercial, and so Bo Jackson is playing baseball, and some baseball star, I honestly don't remember who it was. Could have been Jose Canseco for all I know. Some baseball star was like, it was Ken Griffey Jr. maybe. I was like, Bo knows baseball, and I was like, yeah, Bo clearly does know baseball. And then they went to football, and I don't know, it might have been Joe Montana or something. Joe Montana says, Bo knows football. And clearly Bo knows football. Yeah, absolutely. Then Michael Jordan or someone says, Bo knows basketball. And I was like, oh, wow. And Bo Jackson's in the background playing basketball. I was like, oh, wow. Bo Jackson does appear to know basketball. Yeah, sure. He's an athletic guy. I bet he does. And then John McEnroe. I am sure it's John McEnroe on this one. John McEnroe is like, Bo knows tennis? In the background, Bo Jackson's playing tennis. And then they cut to Bo Jackson on ice skates, skating around in full hockey gear. And then they cut to Wayne Gretzky, who says, no. Because, of course, black people don't play hockey, right? Come on. Which, of course, that's not true at all. There's a lot now. There's news a couple of weeks ago. The AHL affiliate of the LA Kings had a line of 3 black guys all playing together, which may not have ever happened before in pro hockey, or at least maybe since like the 30s or something ridiculous. So pretty cool. Hockey is not a thing that's terribly accessible. I totally understand that. You want to play basketball? Kid in the inner city, maybe? You want to play basketball? You need a ball, and you can go down to the hoops somewhere. Somewhere nearby you, there's some hoops. Like, it's pretty much a guarantee, right? You'll be able to find somewhere to hoop. But, soccer even? You want to talk about, like, soccer in you want to talk about like soccer in Brazil or something, all you need is a ball, basically. You can find something to be a goal. It's easy. You can even it's conceivably much easier to play like a baseball kind of thing too, right? Doesn't seem that like it would be that hard. But that's the thing, because hockey, this is kind of an important thing that in most of the country would never show up, and in the other part of the country that would have the thing you need, it's only there like a certain time of year. So can't do this all around unless you want to pay for some ice time, and then this is some inside baseball here, obviously, but let me tell you, hockey stuff's pretty expensive. And don't get me started on goalie gear. Like, if my hockey stick costs like $100 or so, which is, it's a mid-range stick, a goalie stick's going to cost about 150% that, or 50% more, definitely. Don't get me started on skates either. Like, hockey skate skater skates and goalie skates are ridiculously different pricing. It's crazy. And then you've got to have even crazier helmet. You got to have even crazier shin pads, because goalie pads for hockey are the actual giant Mondo blocker kind of things. You got 2 different gloves and a big giant chest protector thing. It's a lot of money to be a goalie. So, like, that's just goalie. I mean, it's cheaper if you try to play something else, but it's still expensive. Like, it's really hard to do this. It is not easy. Okay, so that's all I got to say about that. I understand that would be a really easy explanation for why there's very few black men playing hockey, and women, I guess. Yes, there's very few black people playing hockey. But it's more and more, and that's really cool to see. You know what? That's an interesting thing. I gotta look. I want to look this up because Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in baseball in 1946, I believe. If I'm wrong on the exact time and day, it's definitely the 40s after the war is over. I'm sure of that. But the guy that broke the color barrier in hockey, when did this happen? I'm going to look this up real quick. Ooh. There we go. Okay, this is coming up here. Let's see here. 58. Only just a little over a decade later, this guy breaks the color barrier in hockey. And he did it while being like half blind. he had to keep that secret so he could play with the team. Really, really interesting story. It's really, really cool guy. His name's Willie O'Ree. I wish I could say I've met him, but he would come out to events in Oakland when I played there, because the Sharks helped the Oakland Tech High School start their own high school hockey team, and they would come and practice on the ice when we were there too. And they, there's a bunch of kids that were just learning hockey, and to be quite honest, a lot of these kids, I'm assuming that they had never even seen it before, but they're like, "Hey, that seems pretty cool. Let's try it." Nice attitude to have, and I'm pretty sure that they're halfway decent now. It's been like 10 years, and people have gotten pretty good at this point. So, growing the game in any sport, always a good thing to do. Which is exactly what the commissioner of baseball isn't doing. That's right. I said it. I've come full circle, people. Okay. Rob Manfred is the No Fun League president. That's not the NFL anymore. It's MLB. Okay. Have you noticed that MLB can't promote their big stars? They have no idea how to do it. Apparently, Mookie Betts, cool dude, right? Nobody cares. Mike Trout might be one of the best baseball players of all time. Generational talent, ridiculous quality in the guy. First ballot Hall of Famer, no questions asked. And does anybody care about him at all? No. Who cares about Mike Trout? Nobody cares. Mike Trout, fun stat about him, may be the greatest baseball player in like the last 20 years. Just all around talent, right? And he has made the playoffs exactly once, and he got swept by the Royals, of all teams. Swept. If that doesn't show you or illustrate extremely well how much of a team game baseball is, then I don't know what does. Him and Barry Bonds not winning a World Series, because it seems like it's going to go that way with Trout. If him and Bonds can't win World Series, then good luck being the best player alive and winning a World Series. You better get some talent on your squad with you, because otherwise it ain't happening, buddy. And that's too bad. But as I was saying, can't market their stars at all. They have no idea what they're doing. Shohei Ohtani, this cool ass dude who pitches and hits, was like the first pitcher since 1899 or some crap to bat second, as high as second in the order, and he gets up there and rewards the genius of his manager to bat him second by jacking the fattest dinger of the young season. There's a famous home run in the World Series by Barry Bonds at Angel Stadium that just went deep into the outfield bleachers, right? Down the tunnel. You know what I'm talking about? Out there, that goes to the concourse. Basically, Ohtani just took the first pitch he saw, batting second in the order for the first time as a pitcher in 130 years, and just jacks a fat Oppo taco. I don't even know if it's a fat taco. Deep into the bleachers like Barry Bonds. Nuts. This guy's so friggin' awesome. But nobody cares. Seriously, nobody actually cares at all.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
MLB marketing their players.
You absolutely suck.
I don't know. It is rough to get through a baseball game nowadays. I will say that, but yeah, I mean, can do better than this. I know you can. Just
Stop it. Get some help.
I don't know. It's too bad. Baseball's America's game, people. You gotta love it. Except when the Dodgers win every year. I don't love that. But what am I going to do about it, right? Nothing. Because the MLB looks at me saying all these things, and they say,
It doesn't matter what you think.
yeah, they don't care. I just got to accept it. Watch other sports. You know, that sort of thing. It's too bad. I mean, this time of year, it's all right because basketball's going on, baseball's going on, hockey's going on, but it just doesn't compare to some times a year. Like we just had what is usually the best time of year ever. Every year, those first 4 days of the NCAA tournament, right? When they've got 4 channels playing games, and at some point in the middle of the day, all 4 channels have games at once. Oh, it's just injected into my veins. All right, it's just so good. I love it. And 2 years ago, I was working at a college. It doesn't matter. It's gonna run away. I was working at this college dining hall, and they had 4 TVs, and I was just like, okay, this TV is gonna be CBS, and this TV is gonna be TNT. And this TV, and it's just awesome. I just got to watch all 4 games at once. It's just all right. It's so good. Great meme. Holy moly, that does no damage. 4-hit KO. I bet you he's gonna finally. Oh, he's not gonna tackle him. Gonna kill him. Good job, Howlin', buddy. Okay, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep doing this. But I will get to an acceptable level by the time I want to go somewhere. So let's give this a shot. It's a little high level, but let's see if I can poison sting it. I don't know how much I like that poison. Yes. Okay, I think I'm good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. You got like no XP for that too. That's oh my god, it's just
disgusting.
Yikes. Big yikes. The RNG gods have saved me, however, for some reason. I don't know what offerings I've been making to them to deserve that, but I don't think you guys want to know. Whatever it was. I don't know what it was. So who knows? This is a better level. That's a much lower level for Joe Cool here to take care of. I could take the poison a little earlier too, but what am I gonna do here? Let's see what else happened in sports. Do I have anything? I don't even know, man. It doesn't matter. I'm surprised I outspeed the thing. It's Magikarp. It's only 5 levels higher. I feel like it should be outspeeding less, but that's okay. Who knows? Ooh. It sucked up the liquid ooze. Oh my gosh. How often does that come into play, you think? That's pretty great though. This is a nice thing to have here. It's just gonna take forever, but it's gonna be some sweet XP points. Oh, you're gonna be so dead. Oh. Okay. I wonder if I'd be better off going to that one place. I don't think so. But I don't know for sure. Ooh boy, look at that crit. Very nice. Because like this 26 XP, it's just not really cutting it, is it? But that's what we're going to do, I guess. Oh, look at all these pounding. Oh, no. Oh, that's what I was going to say. That's right. Let's circle back to the beginning of this video, people. We're going to talk about there was this radio host back in California who had a drop, much like I did, much like I do right now, of this old lady who had called in, and the drop was, excuse me, the drop was the old lady going, pound it, but he would continually play it. So it's pound it, pound it, pound it, pound it. That's all I think about when I see the pound move. Just like pound it, pound. Incredible. I'm not hard to please, people. Okay, like if that's what gets me going, like there you go. It's not that hard to please me, apparently. Oh jeez. Oh man. Oh, that scratch really does something there. Suck up that liquid ooze. Oh yeah, suck it up. Oh my goodness. Just keep pressing A, boys. Alright, you know what? This is obnoxious, so we're gonna get Skippy out of here. Alright. How are you not dead yet? What? Jeez. Okay. Only 2 more levels until Blue Chew, or sorry, 3 more levels until our boy Blue Chew here. It's a female. Whoops. Until our female Blue Chew here. What am I saying? I don't know. It's getting late. Until it learns tackle and I don't have to switch train it anymore. Although I might still want to, because Magikarp are weak sauce. Like big time weak sauce. Okay, 2 more levels now. That's pretty solid defense. Let me look this up actually, because I'm super noob at this. Let's see, naive nature. What does that do? Let's do a quick Google. Google naive nature. Oh geez, nature. There we go. Let's see, nature table. Oh, I don't necessarily want sun and moon. What does the naive nature do? Increases speed and special defense. Oh, increases speed, decreases special defense. So this thing is gonna get incredibly deaded. That explains why it outspeeds the Abras, though. Does it explain the super high defense? I'm not sure. Maybe it's the EVs that train things I've been doing. But speed, special defense. This is not a great nature. I mean, Gyarados is gonna outspeed a lot of things anyway. Huh? I don't know. Just have to be wary about that. That's something I'm totally gonna forget about at some point and die from. So, oh well. At least I'm acknowledging it now, you know. Oh well. Well, let's see. Everyone's still pissed about the All-Star game leaving Georgia. I heard that the city of Atlanta would lose about $100 million in stuff that they would get to do because the game is there. Like, oh well. But it's also sort of not Atlanta's fault either, which is the unfortunate thing. But let me tell you, people, if you do these crazy racist things, then you talk shit, get bit, right? Old schoolyard saying comes back again to bite ya. Literally, talk shit, get bit. Be racist, get bit. That's just how it is. I don't know. If you consider that you might be wrong about being racist, I don't know. It seems like a lot of people don't like that. It's weird. and they're willing to not spend their money at you anymore. Have you considered that you might be wrong? That's all I gotta say. Let's see, what else is good? There's got to be other things. Darn it. I did see that a guy on the White Sox started his career 8 for 8. Wow. You talk about luck. I wonder how that guy did today. I assume that he played today. Let me Google his name. It was Yerman Mercedes. What a name, by the way. That's a great all-time name right there. Yerman Mercedes. Or maybe it's Yermin. I don't know. He was named Player of the Week. Maybe it'll tell me about it here. Just keep tackling, buddy. Let's see. Yeah, hits in his first 8 at-bats. Finished the week 9 for 14 with a homer, 2 doubles, 6 ribbies, and a 1.643 OPS in 3 games. Hot damn! That is good stuff right there. Good luck keeping that pace up, but good job for now, That is impressive, sir. This guy is basically... oh man, see, I'm not gonna remember the name of the character, but this guy was basically that catcher from the movie Bull Durham, who had led the league, or led the. He played the most minor league baseball games ever, or something, in that story. This dude had nearly 2,400 career plate appearances in the minors. Damn, dude, this is a career minor league guy who happened to make the team out of spring training, and bam, 8 for 8 coming out the gate. That rhymed. How sweet. How great would have worked. Oh well. Good for that dude. It's always fun to see the anonymous guy become good. It kind of reminds me of. I'm going to talk about my favorite team, St. Mary's basketball. St. Mary's College basketball again. The Gales. The year that I really got into basketball for once. I want to say it was 2010, maybe? It's 2010 or 2011 or so. And St. Mary's has made the tournament for the second time since I knew about them and cared. The first time, Patty Mills was there, and it was great. I think they beat Richmond, I want to say. Whatever. The second time they made it, they didn't have anyone that any normal person would know. But who they did had was this guy named Omar Samhan. Omar Samhan actually went to one of my rival high schools. And who'd heard of this guy, right? This is big, somewhat bald, goofy-looking dude who just bullied people in the paint, right? And he would put up about 30 points. St. Mary's would win. Young Della Vedova was on the team, I think, but he didn't, he wasn't a player yet. And they made it to the Sweet 16 as a Cinderella. I think the big team they beat was Villanova. Maybe it was Xavier, but it was some big-ish team that nobody picked correctly, but I picked correctly. You better believe it. They were fun. It was a fun team. This may have been the Ali Farouk Manesh year, and I was kind of upset about that, but whatever. Right? The year that I visited, this is the same trip that I was talking about before when we went to watch the Stanford basketball women's game. I had unknowingly scheduled the visit to the KU campus on the day of the national championship game. And so, therefore, it was entirely possible that they could be in the national championship and we would be there when it was happening. Which would have been something, that's for sure. My dad might even let me drink. Who knows? But, unfortunately, that was the year they were knocked out by VCU, I think, actually. Big sad. We were walking around, and there were brackets everywhere along campus, and just they erased the VCU name. They're so angry. It's hilarious. They never had any luck while I was there either. The first year that I was at KU, big party happened. They made it to like the Elite Eight or something, and big parties were planned. There's a music venue downtown that hosted a big giant viewing party, and I went to that. It's called the Granada. Nice theater-y kind of atmosphere place. So I went to the Granada to watch the game. The biggest thing I remember was Yale won the Frozen Four. I was like, hey, good for Yale. And then KU played Michigan. And I always say that KU didn't lose that game. Trae Young won that game for Michigan instead. Like, oh God, he's killing us. And then they went to okay, I'm gonna win. Oof. I think it's time to go back. Man, just upsetting. Big disappointing. So I vowed, you know what, if they go back that far ever again, I'm not going to Granada ever again. Well, I broke that promise, unfortunately. My senior year, or I think it was, something like that, they decided they were in the Sweet 16 this time, I think. And they're like, screw it, we'll just have the party early this time. And Adidas was actually there. Adidas set up like a shipping container that opened up outside the Granada, and they were doing a thing is like, hey, put your phone number in, and maybe you can win some shoes. I was like, hey, I want to win some shoes, so I won some shoes. It's some decent running shoes, whatever, but I still have them. They've worn way the hell down, but I still have them. And KU lost. Because I went to the Granada. I shouldn't have done it. I know now, so I'm never going to Granada again. It helps that I don't live in Lawrence anymore. So I won't be tempted to go to the Granada. I could just go to Power and Light instead. I don't know. Hey, consider this a PSA for all of you out in the universe. Go to your local soccer team if you got one, because it's fun, okay? Get over your biases, you gym jocks from an earlier video. I know you think that soccer's a pussy sport. Well, it's not, buddy. It's pretty enjoyable, actually. If you live in an MLS city, go to a game. It's really fun. I happen to have gone to a bunch of Sporting Kansas City games, and maybe that, it's a little ahead of the curve, maybe. I don't know. I happen to be going to one of the best fan experiences in the country in Major League Soccer. Foresight, nobody cares. No. Excuse me. Do you want to learn foresight?
No! Are you sure about that? Yes!
All right. Man, this tentacle just does not... he's in danger of being left behind. Fortunately, in America, we have no child left behind, so... I don't like that, though, so... I've moved too far ahead, and I currently need to get Blue Chew those... I need to get Blue Chew the attacking move before I can get Joe Cool leveled up more. And this just means I gotta go back here more, because I should really not be using level 20 Marshtomp so much. I also gotta be thinking about, like, May is gonna spring a surprise on me again soon-ish, and I gotta figure out how I'm gonna answer the stupid goddamn Trico. I don't know. Yeah, I've really screwed myself on this run for sure. With the dang losing four team members. Blue Shoes level 14. It's almost learned tackle. That's beautiful. It's so close. It's so close. This soundproof is pretty clutch right now, I guess, because they keep using growl, and it just doesn't do anything. Like, you're trying to use growl.
That's a terrible idea.
I mean, what are you doing, wild Pokemon? I mean,
you play to win the game.
But it doesn't seem like you're trying to. So I probably couldn't kill any of these Abras if I had tackle with a Magikarp, but it's fun to think about. I guess. Growl at me. Come on, growl at me. That's right. That's right. Growl more. Okay. Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, it's pretty late. It's pretty late. It's 1:15 or so right now, but I'm doing it for the content, not the Vine. I wanted to say the Vine, but it's too bad it's gone. And I'm such a boomer, I don't do TikTok either, so oh well. I'm sure eventually I'll break down and do TikTok, but not yet. Not yet. I gotta feel too old. I gotta get older and then learn it slowly. Like a boomer. I'm a big boomer.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Oh no. Terrible. Blue Chew. Hey, RM Brown, if you watch this, I missed your stream again. I'm really sorry. I try. Okay, I lied. I actually watched Vosh's stream instead. I'm sorry. He was debating Nazis. And it's always fun. Oh dear. Whatever. That ground type really is really nice for an Insada. It keeps me from super effectiving, which makes this a 2-hit KO. That's kind of annoying, to be honest. But yeah, what am I gonna do, right? Quit pecking. Whoa. Oh my god, a Skitty. That's a really rare encounter on this route then. Like a really, really rare one. I assume it has Growl, Tail Whip, and Tackle or whatever. So thanks for using Growl a bunch. Let's see, can I make this happen? I think, oh gosh. I think I can make this happen. Yeah, alright. Getting EDM to level 20 would also be nice. Then it becomes Loudred, I think, right? Yeah. And, Loudred would be nice to have. It's not like it's like that much better. It doesn't become even like useful really, apparently, until it becomes Exploud at level 40. Learns a lot of TMs, apparently, but that's about it. So, I mean, again, this is the epitome of I'll take what I can get at this point. So, here we are playing the game. All right, what's hot takes? Oh, I saw the trailer for Space Jam 2, Electric Boogaloo. And, okay, so I basically had the same reaction to this trailer as I did the Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailer, which was, that was a good trailer. It was funny. I enjoyed some of the things in that trailer, but I will not watch this movie. Not because I hate it or anything, just because, if it comes out on Netflix at some point, then yeah, sure, why not? I'll put it on maybe, but I don't know. I find it very hard to go out to movies anymore for the most part. The only exceptions lately, I don't think that there's been an exception to this, are Marvel movies or Star Wars movies. That's it. That's all I go out for. So, and I'm counting as a Marvel movie Into the Spider-Verse because it's a Marvel character. I think that's close enough. But yeah, I can't find myself. The last one I thought about that was like, oh yeah, I actually kind of want to go see this movie, was, believe it or not, I've never even seen any of the Fast and Furious movies, but I kind of wanted to go see Hobbs and Shaw, just because I was like, oh my gosh, this looks like just the dumbest fun. and WWE superstar Roman Reigns is in it, and I wanted to laugh at that fact. And I don't know. I was just like, wow, that looks like it would be fun. Idris Elba, I love Idris Elba. That guy's a badass. But yeah, I just didn't find my way over there, you know. And that happens a lot nowadays. There's like movies, it's like, oh well, that looks pretty cool. Maybe I'll go see it. But no. Meanwhile, I'll go see Avengers Endgame like 4 times. Oh, man. I actually got to watch Avengers Endgame by myself in a massive screen theater, which is the optimal way to watch Avengers Endgame, by the way. Massive screen with massive sound system, right? Because that's the only reason you should go to a theater anymore, is for the giant blockbuster craziness, because it's generally not worth it anymore. But I'll tell you what's really not worth it. $30 for Rey and the Last Dragon? Who cares? That model, you're already paying $10 a month for Disney Plus, but fork over another $30 to watch this movie that may or may not be any good right now. Once, by the way. You don't get this movie forever. You get to watch it once for $30. That is like
disgusting,
but like not even a funny way. That's legitimate gouging, awful, disgusting practices. Okay, just quit it, Disney. We're on to you. You suck. No one likes this. Stop it. Like, well, it makes it better because, like, I would probably basically just go by myself. But, like, the Black Widow movie is going to release in theaters or on Disney Plus for $30. And I'm like, well, that's an easy choice. I'm going to go to a theater and watch this. I am vaccinated, so that makes that decision a little easier. But even if I wasn't, like, I don't know. I'm a little scared about that, by the way, so I'm going to put in Skippy. I don't know. It seems like there's not that many people going to movies anyway. I'd probably get away with. I don't know. I'm promoting dangerous ideas here, but like if it's not that crazy to think that theaters would be kind of empty anyway. Even if they have showtimes, might still be a little empty. But whatever. I don't need to worry about it necessarily. I'm vaccinated. I'll wear a mask. Whatever. I'm really excited for the Black Widow movie though, because it looks dope as hell. Taskmaster's gonna kick some ass. Black Widow's gonna kick some ass. Hawkeye is gonna kick some ass. You know, it's great. That's all I really ask for, is for some people to kick some ass. It's gonna be great. I'm watching Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's got different qualities than WandaVision did, but I still obviously like it a lot. It's hard to compare the two though, so I'm not going to do that. But you know, it's been 3 episodes so far. Things are ramping up. It's pretty darn interesting, and that's all I'll say about that, because I don't want to spoil any of these things. I was sort of spoiled for Infinity War. I just couldn't find my way to go see Infinity War immediately, unfortunately. Probably work or something. And I tried really, really hard to avoid spoilers, but I was scrolling on Facebook where there was the spoiler ban, of course. I was scrolling on Facebook and I saw a video of a dude for some reason wearing a Spider-Man costume, playing basketball, and he got crossed and scored on. And somebody commented, "Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good." And I, of course, did not know what that meant, but I had a feeling that it was a little spoilery. And so, at the end of the movie, when everyone is, you know, kind of floating away a little bit, and Spider-Man is like, ugh, and I was like, I turned to who I was with, and I was like, I'm gonna cry. I don't feel so good about this. I think I know what's gonna happen. And Spider-Man died. And I was very sad. Oh shoot, I didn't get a chance to try that out. Damn. There we go. Clutch! It's like it knew. Alright, will I kill Abras? No, not even close. Ha ha! It's because Magikarp is crap. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, so Magikarp has Tackle. That's useful. Does not have to be in the front of the party anymore. Let's get Joe Cool leveled up a little bit here. It's not a poison, is it? Oh, it's a bug. Yeah, exactly. So you're gonna die, clown. Oh, you know what I should do? That's right. That's right. You hurt yourself in your confusion, buddy. Oh, takes that snapping out. Clutch. Oh, but you suck up that liquid ooze. Ooh. Ooh, I bet it's oozy. And that's the battle. Oh, wow. That was a lot, but I don't think I got that much actual experience. Whatever. Okay, that's a bad matchup here. Ooh, boy. Let's see, what else happened in the sports world? I don't know, man. Been talking for a while now. Really seems like the Niners are going to take a quarterback. And I'll tell you what, here's my newest thing about it. If they're going to take a quarterback, they better not just take the safe guy. Because the new report out is that Shanahan wants to take Mac Jones out of Alabama. But the GM, John Lynch, wants to take, I forget who. He wants to take either Trey Lance or Justin Fields. And I already mentioned Justin Fields. I was like, ugh, Ohio State quarterback. But besides that, like, Mac Jones. Look, the last team that took the safe guy, the Giants, and it didn't exactly work out that great for them. Okay, Daniel Jones is. Look, it's another Jones. Don't pick Joneses that are boring. It's not going to work out. Clearly, that's what the line is here, right? Don't keep up with the Joneses. But anyway, Mac Jones, is that even his name? I don't know. Mac Jones. Yeah, Mac Jones. Yeah. No, it's just who? Come on. He's safe and boring, and he gets everywhere. No, I'm kidding. Well, it's not. You trade up to number 3, and you're gonna take a safe guy. You probably could have taken him at 12. Like, it just doesn't. That's a bad idea. Take if you're gonna do this. Take a guy with crazy upside, which I guess is like any of them. That's not Mac Jones. Somebody suggested somewhere that perhaps Saleh, he went over there. Perhaps Saleh mentioned, "Oh yeah, we're not going to take a quarterback." Except that, didn't they just trade down? They just traded Sam Darnold away. They're going to take a quarterback. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Oh well. Oh well. That's okay. They'll do something. Hopefully they make the right move, and he sits for a while. I don't know. Well, let's see here. Everything's leveled up fairly significantly. And this is not the last place I have to go. So I think that I'm going to go down to the cave and we'll wrap this up. Oh, speaking of which, though, I believe that I need to teach Flash to something, and I'm assuming Wizmer can learn it. Holy moly. You're kidding me, right? Why? I have to give this to this stupid asshole? Oh my god. Does it have a move that I don't like? Okay, so could I... This is 100% accuracy. This is only a 70% accuracy. But I would rather have accuracy lowering than attack lowering. So I will give it Flash. That's upsetting, but whatever. Alrighty, here we go. And we're out of there. Mr. Briny. Mr. Briny. Yes. Dewford Town. That's what it's called. That's right. Expect me to forget that very soon. By the way. Yes, Steven. That's who it is. He's not the champion. Alright. We're here in Who Cares Cave. I am saving the game. Alrighty. Sorry there wasn't much actual Pokemon content in this one, but if you didn't like it...
It doesn't matter what you think!
So, yeah, if you don't like that I have to grind, then I got something to tell you.
I'm not the one that sucks! You people are the ones that suck!
That's right. And some of you may think that me ending my videos by insulting you is a bad idea, but that kind of thinking...
Blasphemous!
Anyway. It's necessary, people. Especially since I am super dead and all my Pokemon are water Pokemon now. I got to do it. Fortunately, like I said, I'm expecting that for next gym that Marsh Tom can just be like,
I put the team on my back, dude.
and we can move forward towards the playoffs.
Playoffs?
Yes, the playoffs. So, once again, I hope you enjoyed this content. Like and subscribe if you did. And
You keep on kissing babies and hugging fat girls.
I'll see you next time.